What's up, everyone? Sean Archer. Guys, what is happening in the crypto markets? It is just exciting and boring at the same time. I'm going to give you my 2 cents, and my 2 cents is worth about 3 cents and change. We are just like we saw during the election period when it was announced that Donald Trump won the presidency. We had a $20,000 run up the next week. And then things kind of cooled off, and they've cooled off since then. It's just kind of waffling around between 100 and 93,000. Crazy to use those numbers in a single asset. But before that, people were hesitant, and the moves happened afterwards. I think we're in the same kind of a territory right now. I think people are waiting to see what happens during this inauguration. Again, there is human sentiment that is going on behind every market. Right now, we are in a very tumultuous time. World War III is underway. There is horrible fighting going on in Russia and Ukraine. There's a lot of other things going on around the world. So these things play into markets and they spook the markets, etc. I have a suspicion, this is just me, so don't take this to heart, but this is my monkey brain thinking here, that if we see some sort of crazy event, some dirty bomb or some terrorist attack during the inauguration, whatever, that's going to spook the market a bit. But overall, I think the long term is still up. How long? I have no idea, guys. These at some point, the crypto markets kind of dance its own thing. It's going to sort of decouple from the stock market, but as of now, it doesn't appear to be doing that. The stock market is teetering. It's got people nervous, and I personally would not be in stocks right now. But again, that's just me, and I'm not an advisor of any sort. But you also know my outlook if you watch any of this channel. I'm of the opinion that sometime inside this decade, there is going to be a nuclear event that happens. Liken it to a Hiroshima and Nagasaki event, except in the United States. That may sound wild as an American, but guys, it's not impossible. It's already happened in the lifetime of people that are alive today. I mean, think about the implications of that. A decision was made by a superpower to drop the world's most deadly weapons on 2 cities in Japan, and that was justified. So if it's happened once, it can happen again. And just because the United States isn't the one doing the justifying doesn't mean another country won't justify that excuse or that reasoning to do the same to an enemy they consider threatening to their national security and their country's way of life. And again, my opinion is that Russia will at some point nuke our country, both East Coast and West Coast. They're going to hit key cities, and they will do that simultaneously, and that will change our country for an entire generation at least. So, what does that have to do with markets? I don't know. All that to say, we live in interesting times. Set your eyes on the Lord. Have your salvation not in crypto, gold, silver, money of any sort. Have your salvation in Jesus Christ, because you don't know when your day will come, when you punch your ticket, when that expiration date comes for your body, but your soul is eternal. Guys, it's the Lord's Day. I'm out here again just thanking the Lord, just enjoying this beautiful weather. And I have to say and reiterate this fact: we live in very changing times. New alliances are being formed all around the world. Just like in World War II, where we saw the Axis powers and the Allies, and they went at it. We are back in that point again. We're there now. I mean, I don't know how much individually you guys keep up with this stuff, but World War III has already started, and there's really no way around that. Do I think it's going to die down and simmer down with Donald Trump in office? I do not. I think in some ways he is going to be a Winston Churchill type of a leader for this country. Hopefully, that type of a leader. Hopefully he stays on the course that he has promised. Yeah. But no, I do not think that this global war, this World War III, will be evaded because he has come into office. In fact, I think he's going to have trouble being in office for a while here. He's going to have a hard time with all the bad actors we have to get rid of in this country and need to get rid of very quickly. So, maybe that's not the news people want to hear, but guys, the truth isn't always popular, and the truth isn't always welcome. Thank goodness people like Elon Musk have platforms like X where you can actually share without being shadow banned. Guys, most of the content I watch on YouTube anymore has either been removed, systematically removed, or is shadow banned, and probably going to be removed soon. I don't know if you've experienced that as well, but I certainly have with most of what I listen to anymore. Which is sad, because that is what you call free speech being taken away. And if you take away free speech, what's the next step? What's the logical next step? Yeah. We need to be in prayer for this country, for the incoming administration. We need to be in prayer for those people in Los Angeles. Pray that the Lord sweeps California like that fire swept LA, and that people start having their eyes opened, not just to reality, but to the reality that you could wake up dead, or not wake up at all, I should say. Life is short, right? Life is short. You know, when I ponder the scriptures that talk about, especially in the Old Testament, these Bible characters that lived almost 1,000 years. Can you imagine living 10 times longer than you do now? I feel like my life, I'm ready to be done with my life in some ways. I love my family. I'm not complaining about my life, but at the same time, just like, Lord, I'm ready to be done with this. And that's not necessarily a fatalistic, that's just a reality of, it's not that great here. And I look forward to the Lord's return to set things right. The Bible, in the book of Genesis, Jesus, or God, said to Adam, in the day that you eat of the fruit, you will die. In that day. And in the New Testament it says, this is a fact. A day is 1,000 years to God, and 1,000 years is a day. Guys, Adam didn't live to be 1,000 years old. He lived just shy of 1,000 years. He didn't live a day in the eyes of God, because in that day that you eat of this fruit, he fell. We as humanity are under a curse of death. Only Jesus can conquer death and has conquered death. There is no other salvation. There is no other way. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and life. No one comes to the Father except through me. There is no other avenue. Money can't do it. Your status can't do it. What you have can't do it. Your friendships can't do it. Only your faith in Jesus Christ will save your soul for all of eternity. Guys, I hope you have a blessed day. Be a blessing to someone today. As always, you know the drill. I'm Sean Archer. I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe if you like depressing news. And TIA, this is America.